Last but not least, and yeah, this is a very powerful one. It comes in a very strange looking case, and in my main review I told that it's a plastic fantastic situation. That is the reason why I just love it. I wish this specification was in this case, because man, this case is so nice, stylish, and the way how it's been cooled. But don't get me wrong, we'll talk about it later on when it comes to cooling. But this machine is absolutely cool with an RGB function, comes with an i9, an RTX3050 Ti, and this thing is absolutely beast when it comes to also AAA Windows gaming. And this is where this thing makes absolutely a huge difference. So let's take a close look at it and let's have some fun. Going to have two USB connections just to the door, nothing fancy, and they are positioned in an okay position, and of course the on and off switch over there. Next up, we're having a lot of different connections at the back. For example, a lot of USB ports and two HDMI. So everything has been put to the back, including the microphone and the headphone, the RJ45 and 4 USB 3.0 ports, and that is more than enough so far for most users. Two HDMI connections, no DisplayPort, Type-C, and of course the input for the power supply. At the front we will find this beautiful RGB LED. Unfortunate, there is no way of adjusting this, or there is no software so far I know that you can have like something of a Razer Chroma going on. So that is also basic and nothing can be changed out. The device itself comes with the Intel Core i9-12900H, an Alder Lake having a max TDP of 45 watts. The manufacturer is JHZD. Nevertheless, we're having a bus specification of PCI Express 4.0. That brings us to the memory. DDR4, in total 16 GB has been implemented. DDR4 3200 running on 1600 MHz and having two of the same kind of memory sticks. Let's take a close look at the graphic card. This is the NVIDIA GeForce RTX3050 Ti and laptop GPU. So this thing has a TDP of 60 watts, 4 GB of memory, GDDR6. That's actually what we're getting when it comes to the specifications. So when it comes to indie games and two-dimensional games, one of my favorite ones, it's completely, let's say, an overkill, this specification list of the mini PC. And the games will run perfectly on high settings whatsoever. So we do have quite difficult ones to run when it comes to, say, low-end PCs, but this i9 combination with an RTX card in it has no problem whatsoever running this on the highest graphics and full HD. Next up, a three-dimensional game, but an older game, Saints Row 4. I've been testing this game out on mini PCs, and I can tell you, you will be surprised how some of them will struggle. But a combination of this fast i9 1200 series in combination with the RTX, we finally can play this game on full HD and everything set to ultra. Every setting absolutely maxed out. This system is managing to run it actually, and it's quite surprising to be honest, because I have been trying this forever now. With the three-dimensional games, let's start off with one of my favorite games, Crash Bandicoot, the trilogy. And with this particular game, we can play it on 1080p, everything setting to ultra, no problem whatsoever. But let's move on to some other games like Street Fighter 6. I just put it on full HD, every single setting to high, and to my surprise it seems to be working quite well. In combination with this 2 CPU and GPU combination, we can just play the latest fighting games like Street Fighter 6 and beautiful graphics, no problem whatsoever. Some PlayStation 2 and my favorite game, Tekken 4. Nevertheless, we're having absolutely amazing overall performance with PlayStation 2, and you can even upscale it to higher resolutions if you want to without any problem. So what is really convenient if you're going to be loading up PlayStation 3 games with such a powerful chip, the loading times are so significantly shorter compared to, let's say, the low-end chips I've checked out in the past. And also when it comes to the resolution, here we can even upscale it a little bit and getting amazing PlayStation 3 emulation performance. PlayStation Portable, no restrictions. We can put it in the highest setting and everything set to the maximum level to make these games look absolutely stunning. Where we have amazing overall performance with Xbox Classic, you can see that it struggles with Xbox 360. Also depending what kind of emulator version you're using and what kind of game, in other words compatibility, and of course CPU GPU combination. But it will push this thing to the limit. But with a lot of power, we have so many cool emulation possibilities. With the Dream Emulator for Dreamcast, we can even put it on the highest settings, no problem whatsoever. GameCube set to 4K resolution, and with a device also like this we can just push this to the limit. Take consideration, I've been tweaking with it with some time, even putting some extra filter over it, but then I did get some, let's say, overall problems. But I just find that with the 4K resolution in this particular settings we have absolutely great performance. You got boost power. Next up, the Wii emulation, and I was checked out with some solid colors, 4K resolution, and I do see some dips now and then. It's not to the point I find it unplayable, but take consideration with the Wii, we need to do some more tweaking in the future with different kind of games.